But we're definitely going to be focusing in on our national parks, and the one that we're going to be looking at next week and broadcasting from is Marekele National Park. So we're really looking forward to it. It is Sandparks Week next week. Access to all South Africans is free, so we'll focus in on that for you, and that'll be happening on Monday morning. All right, so 10 days to go until the 2015 Rugby World Cup kicks off in the UK. Valen, you must be beside yourself with excitement. I mean, I'm excited, and I ain't no sports anchor, so I can imagine what you're feeling.
Thank you very much, Jan. I cannot wait, and I can't believe that it's only 10 days to go. And for the Springboks, that's 11 days because they kick off on the 19th of September against Japan. Now, the latest from the Springbok camp is that injured Springbok number 8, Dwayne Vermeulen, has trained with the rest of the team for the first time after undergoing neck surgery in July. Team Dr. Craig Roberts is happy with Vermeulen's progress, and he could be considered for the opening World Cup match against Japan, which will be played in Brighton on the 19th, as we said. Now, if back to his best, Vermeulen will be crucial for the Springboks to win a historic third world title. Now, a man that has a winner's medal and he knows the conditions, having played for Bath, is Butch James. He joins us on the line here on Morning Live. A very good morning and welcome to the show.
Morning, Valen. Yeah, good to be chatting to you guys.
Okay, so Butch, I want to just start with your impressions on Coach Hanneke Meyer's selection for our 31-man World Cup squad.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the squad he's got. I think there's one or two guys that were unlucky. I think Kobus Reinach, Marcel Coetzee probably was left out because there was a lot of injured loose forwards, so that's probably the reason he didn't end up making the squad. I didn't want to take 4 injured loose forwards over there. And then in the back line, I think Francois Steyn was really unlucky.
But what do you make of the kind of furore that has been played out following the announcement of the team? The political mutterings that have been going on just ahead of the World Cup.
Yeah, I think it's really sad, just the whole negativity around the team, not just politically. I think also with selections, it's time that we really needed to get behind the Springboks, and hopefully we can change that before they leave on Friday, just so that they can feel that the country is behind them and supporting them, because it does make a huge difference. Yeah, it's been really sad to see what's been going on, but there's still time for us to get behind our guys.
Now, having spoken to a couple of the other rugby players, they say that the support system around the actual Springbok team is just so strong that these kinds of things won't actually affect the team. Having been a part of the setup, is that true?
Yeah, I think things like this can definitely bring a team together. It can go either one of two ways. Either can pull them apart or can bring them more together. So let's hope that it does make them stronger, and it does help them in the competition, but yeah, we'll only know that once they kick off.
What will the Boks be up against in the UK?
Yeah, it's normally a bit of a different game there, because the fields are a bit, are normally a bit muddier and thicker and a bit of bad weather, but I think the time of year they're playing, it should be alright, and they're also playing on a few football fields which are really well kept and in good conditions. So I don't think it will be too much of a difference. I think that sort of game does suit us, the big forwards physicality sort of game. So yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with playing over in England.
What do you think is going to happen for the Springbok team? Their first match, and then, of course, the big one in Newcastle, a town which is right up close to the Scottish border, against Scotland. How do you see the pool matches playing out for South Africa? Yeah,
it's funny you mentioned the Scotland game. I think that's the only one I'm really worried about. We've battled against Scotland over the last few years, so I think that one's going to be really close. But the rest of them aren't too much of a worry. It's quite a good pool that we've got, especially with the two guys that haven't been playing a lot of rugby, to get a bit of game time under their belts coming into the quarters and to all the playoffs.
But then all the talk has been about the fact that we're in Group B, and the way that the format of the tournament goes actually is that we'd meet up with first or second place from Pool A. And Pool A is, of course, the pool of death with Wales, England and Australia competing for those 2 spots to go through.
Yeah, it is going to be tough. I mean, we could play Australia and then New Zealand in the semi. So, if we go all the way and win it this year, it's one we definitely deserve to win. So it's a tough road to the final, but I'm sure our boys can build a bit of momentum, and as long as we all get behind them, there's no doubt that they can do it.
They can do it. So you would back them to win the World Cup again?
Yeah, I still back them that we can win it. So, there are a lot of good teams around at the moment, but we are definitely one of them. We should have beaten the best team in the world this year, but they stuck in and took it at the end. So just shows that we can beat them, and I'm backing them to do it.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much. That's Butch James, a man that has himself won a World Cup medal. Thank you very much for your time this morning.